Alright guys, this is Madman Material here, and I am super psyched to do this little overview thing. I got Guild Wars 2 for Christmas, which is super exciting. And I've been playing around with it. I do have one character here already, who I'm only level 7, I haven't really done too much with it. Lydia Carl, because Lydia is a pretty name, and I couldn't think of and it wasn't available, and I couldn't think of like a last name. So I just thought, hey, Lydia's the House Carl in Skyrim, so Lydia Carl. There you go. Anyway, but that's not why we're here. We are today going to go over some of the character creation options that Guild Wars 2 has to offer. Now, playing through, I've noticed that Guild Wars 2 has really strange races, like really unusual races, like, you know, generally in role-playing, like medieval role-playing games, there's sort of there's a human character. Sometimes there's like a bigger orc character or something. Like the Norns are like they're pretty much humans as well. They're humanoid as well, except I think they're just taller and bigger. And generally there's like a halfling sort of thing, and a dwarf and an elf, but Guild Wars is kind of different. Like, the halfling or gnome sort of character is the Azura, and I gotta say, they're not like the most attractive things in the world. It's certainly different though than you know, the usual elf or whatever. Again, they're fucking ugly, but I think anyway. Some people are like, oh, they're cute, they're cool. I don't think so. I think they're just kind of ugly. Anyway, let's go over these. Azura. These alchemagical inventors may be short in stature, but they're intellectual giants. Among the Azura, it's not the strong who survive, but the clever. Other races believe they should be ruled by virtue of their power and strength, but they're deluding themselves. In due time, they will serve the Azura. So basically, I think with the Azura, they're trying to emphasize more of like the magic. I don't know, not the magic classes. Sorry, like the thief or the, what do you call it? The ranger or the engineer. I think mostly the engineer is what they're trying to go for, but maybe mesmer as well, or maybe not necromancer. Because it was talking about how like they're intellectual and stuff like that, and they're not powerful, so they shouldn't be like tank classes. Alright, moving on to like the Char. The Char are cool. They're like big cats, but they have horns. They're like a mix between a goat and a cat. Let's move on to the description. The Char race was forged in the merciless crucible of war. It is all they know. War defines them, and as their quest for dominion drives them ever onward. The weakling and the fool have no place among the Char. Victory is all that matters, and it must be achieved by any means and at any cost. Char are cool looking. Like, really fucking cool looking, I think. So it's talking about like war and stuff, so I'm going to assume warrior was sort of emphasized during the creation of the Char. Maybe, I don't know, necromancer maybe. Guardian, again, they're big and tough looking, so if I were to play a Char character, I'd probably play a warrior. Now, keep in mind that these are all like my noob opinions. I'm not very experienced in this game at all. In fact, quite the opposite. Again, I'm only level 7. Anyway, humans, you know, just humans, fucking humans, whatever, right? Anyway, humans have lost their homeland, their security, and their former glory. Even their gods have withdrawn, and yet the human spirit remains unshaken. These brave defenders of Krita, or Krita, continue to fight with every ounce of their strength. Yeah, you know the gist or the gist of it. Just fucking humans. Necromancer, human necromancers look kind of cool. Thieves as well. I don't know. I think all the classes in this look kind of cool, except for those stupid little guys. They just look stupid. Engineers. You know the general gist of it. I play a female human guardian personally. Human warriors are cool looking. They're all cool looking. This is like necromancers are really interesting. Mesmers, you know, kind of dressed like an 1800s prostitute. So now we're moving on to the Norns, I guess. The Norns, this race of towering hunters, experienced great defeat when the ice dragon drove them from their glacial homeland. Nevertheless, they won't let one lost battle, however punishing, dampen their enthusiasm for life and the hunt. They know that only the ultimate victor achieves legendary rewards. Legendary. These guys are just fucking tall. That's what I have to say about them. They're cool looking like suits though with the fur. I like how Guild Wars, or how like with the character creation, all the different races have different like outfits for each of the classes. I think that's really interesting. As you can see, a prevalent theme on the Norn is like furs and leather and stuff. Warriors. Oh, I guess the female warrior kind of just looks like the human female warrior, except for the guardians. The guardians look different. The female human guardian looks is in like full plate armor. What the hell? I thought I picked male. All right. That's lame. I don't know. I don't really like it. It just looks flat, I think. The spikes are kind of cool. I don't think the mesh on that is near well enough. These guys are fat. I'm joking. That was really like judgmental of me. Oh, he's kind of cool looking. Keep in mind that this is all speculation. Sylvari. Sylvari are not born. They awaken beneath the pale tree with knowledge gleaned from their pre-life dream. These noble beings travel, seeking adventure and pursuing quests. They struggle to balance curiosity with duty, eagerness with chivalry, and warfare with honor. Magic and mystery entwine the shape of the future of this race and has so recently appeared. So I'm assuming they're fairly recent. They're really cool looking. Like, the Mesmer costume for these guys is just fucking fantastic. Elemental, this is also really cool. I like how like this tint of skin changes. Warriors are, again, cool looking. Guardians, ooh, the white pauldrons are kind of cool. Engineer, I haven't looked through all these actually. Engineer also looks very cool. Ranger, yeah, pretty cool. Not as like natural and stuff as some of these other ones, like the elemental. Not the elemental. Sorry, the warrior. Like, it's all very natural, but the ranger is just not very natural. Necromancers look fucking awesome. The thief looks like a snake. Looks like what's his name? Voldemort. Mesmers, again, awesome. Pretty cool. So I don't really know a lot about the roles, but I'm gonna go off a limb. Elementalists, I'm going to assume are damage. I did like look into a little bit of each class. Elementalists are mainly have like area of effect spells, like you can cast fireballs over here and it'll rain fireballs kind of thing. They're mainly damage. Apparently they're probably the most challenging. Well, I've heard that they're the most challenging class to play. Again, this is all speculation on my part. I'm not very experienced. This is just like a noob's first look at the game. Warriors, damage mostly, I'd say, maybe a bit of tanking. Warriors are masters of the martial skills. They rely on speed, strength, and toughness, and heavy armor to survive. They are versatile in combat and benefit from offensive and defensive abilities. Warriors inspire allies and demoralize enemies. So they're kind of like the captains, the lieutenants kind of charging on the army, you know? Guardians draw... I play a guardian, a human guardian, so I kind of know what's going on. And so far, it's been like, I can draw attention to me, I can lower the defense of enemies, I can raise my own defense, I can reflect damage, and I think I've got special abilities that set enemies on fire and stuff. It's kind of cool. Engineer, I just fucking don't know anything about, so I think they use guns and turrets and that sort of thing. Engineers are technological and alchemical masterminds. They employ turrets, grenades, elixirs, and a variety of other impressive devices and concoctions to overcome their enemies. Engineers were medium armor. Rangers, I'm assuming, is just like the hunters from World of Warcraft. They've got a pet, I think, and they use ranged bows and stuff. Rangers are proficient in the bow. They rely on a keen eye and a steady hand, and the power of nature to slay their target. They are loyal pets, which rangers tame and train to distract enemies, while the rangers strike safely from a distance. Necromancers, in PvP and stuff, they're considered like a control role. I think they summon enemies or summon like undead things and attack with them, while they like do damage from afar. I think is what is basically. I think they're like the warlock, or whatever the guy in World of Warcraft who controls the imp at first is. Necromancers are masters of the dark arts. They summon the dead to fight for them, channel blood energy, and rend their enemies' souls. Necromancers draw life force and use it to strengthen or heal themselves and others. Thieves, you know, just fucking thieves. Like in every other RPG, thieves are adepts of the art of stealth. They utilize surprise to shadow and get closer to their enemies, and they're deadly in one-to-one combat. They have an affinity for setting traps and going where they were never meant to go. One thing I can say about thieves is in World of Warcraft, they're fucking annoying in PvP. Mesmers. I sort of went into Mesmer a little bit, like a while ago, and I noticed that they're really fun. Mesmers are maestros of mirage. They weave mental magic that confound, control, or evoke emotion in their enemies. With a wave of the hand, they can shatter their own illusions and produce greater special effects. Yeah, so they summon illusions as you, like, damage from afar. It's all mystical. They're like bards in Dungeons and Dragons, I guess. They summon, like, mirages to distract enemies. Yeah, anyway, so for the sake of time, we're just gonna go with... fuck it, let's say Ranger. Alright, next. So, pretty cool. You can pick height. Clearly, physique. This is all fairly self-explanatory. Alright. Skin. I think it's really cool, personally. Glow color. That's weird. Pattern color, pale. I haven't really noticed a difference yet. Is there like a reddy glow that I can use? Burgundy? That sort of thing. Head options. I'm fairly impressed with all, like, that they took the time to make all these different hair options. Like, it's just visually amazing. All the different hair options, especially, like, I guess I should have maybe gone through, like, different options on all of them. Like on these guys, on whatever they're called, Fairy or whatever. They've got like leafy hair that you can choose from, or like a mushroom hat. Like it's fucking weird, but it's cool. But I think like on the Char, I think you've got like horn options rather than ears, and face options. That was like an invisible face there for a second. Ears, fucking hair needs to be different because that's ugly. Mushroom hat, what the hell? Face details, you know, pretty much what you might come to expect. This is cool. I like how you can dye the different parts of the armor different colors if you want it to be like really mismatchy or whatever. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Character customization. Of course, on all the different characters, it's pretty much different. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and I guess I've never I've never really played one of these guys, but I guess you can choose your pet. I guess I would pick a Moa personally, because I'm fucking strange. Trouble may follow me, but I use my dignity, ferocity. Yeah, there's a bunch of different like story options that you can go through, I guess, and that affects like different like quests and stuff and how people treat you in the game, and of course name picking. Alright, so that pretty much wraps up character customization. I hope you enjoyed this little walk around or walk through, look around kind of thing into the different classes, and again, this is just a noob's perspective. So I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and favorite. Leave me some comments if there's anything you see that I could do better or anything like that. Leave me some feedback. Don't just say you're I hate you. You're fucking awful. Go die, fake. I don't appreciate that. If you really see something that really bothers you that much, mention it in sort of like use constructive criticism is what I'm trying to say. Leave me some feedback. I'm fairly new to YouTube, so I'm getting the hang of it, I think, but I'm not fully there yet. So yeah, don't forget to leave me some feedback. Give me some tips if you see necessary, and I'll see you guys next time.